Good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. This is really communication relating to only one issue, which is the Arua election violence, and of course the related detention and the torture of many of our leaders. Now, Arua election, just like all the elections we have seen in this country, was another war zone. Every election in this country ends up being a war zone where you see war equipment deployed. You see troops deployed. And that is exactly what was in Arua, which is not new or strange, but which must be a matter of continuing grave concern for our country. The militarization of politics, the militarization of elections is a matter that should cause our country to be extremely concerned and to seek to address and resolve as quickly as possible. Now, part of the problem that happened in Arua, which also happens in other areas, is having a person who carries himself as a president of this country and wants to be treated as such when he is going to do partisan campaigns. Now, a president, if he was one, would be a president of all Ugandans. The office of president is not a partisan president. It's not a partisan office. It's a national office that takes care of all Ugandans. So, somebody moving as a president would be a president of all the candidates in an election. They fall under the auspices of the office of a national president. But we have a situation where somebody carries himself as a president, but is going to campaign for an NRM parliamentary candidate. So one does not know, is he campaigning as chairman of NRM, in which case he should be treated as such, or is he campaigning as president of Uganda and accorded the rights of president of Uganda? Now, that is a matter that really needs to be resolved in our politics. We have seen Mr. Museveni turn State House into an NRM house, where the caucus of NRM regularly sits, where party organs of NRM regularly convene and take party decisions in the country's State House. So Mr. Museveni goes into these campaigns and blocks roads because there is security of a president. Now, if you want to go into campaigns of members of parliament and you want security of a president, which involves closing roads for other candidates to pass, then you are creating a problem. So the presence of Mr. Museveni's presidential security in a parliamentary election campaign is a problem and is in itself an incitement of violence, because candidates would like to have freedom to campaign. That could not happen when Mr. Museveni was in Arua because roads were closed. Now, the second thing, of course, that goes with the militarization of politics is the ensuing violence by the security personnel, the very many security personnel that are deployed in all these elections. Because an election is a civil affair. And if there was to be any deployment of security, it should be a civil police that has the competencies to manage unarmed civilians. But as we indeed saw, that was not the case and has not been the case in these elections. That's why security people respond to unarmed people with lethal force by shooting them with live bullets and killing them. Of course, now they are trying to claim that some people were armed in Arua, but who was armed in Ujiri, where they shot and killed someone? Who was armed in all the other elections where they have shot people? In Rukunjiri. Here at Bulange, who was armed when Lieutenant Magala killed people at Bulange? Who was armed? You know? So this whole pretense that, that there were weapons or whatever is not an issue in the matter that we are talking about. The issue is the militarization and the use of force, excessive force in electoral processes. Now, regarding the issue in Arua, many leaders were arrested and tortured promptly. Many. Some are reported on, many are not reported on. For example, the Honorable Mbarak Munyagwa, Lord Councillor Muhammad Mutazindwa, Haji Sowedu Wanyama, Musa Lukwago, Amatagatafa, and others have been badly tortured, arrested and badly tortured in Arua. This must be without any form of reservation, be roundly condemned by all Ugandans, and a process to get those who are responsible for this criminality set in motion. There are also casualties that are not being reported. I saw with my own eyes what I believe was a dead person lying on the street in the process of being lifted to a police patrol vehicle. I have not heard of any announcement of another person dead apart from apart from Yasin the person who was driving Hon.Bobi Kyagulanyi's vehicle. So I believe there are other deaths that are not being revealed, or certainly very critical injuries. But I believe the person I saw was a dead person. And it's not just me who saw, all of us whom we were with saw that person. Only that there was a lot of police and they were not allowing anybody to stop there or take pictures. So what is going on is really a state of terror that must worry all Ugandans. Now, unfortunately, there has been a choreographed presentation of a state of confrontation between opposition groups, which I believe is deliberate, which I believe has ominous intentions. And these and other matters are things that we are very critically examining, including what happened in Arua specifically. And we shall be, together with the whole situation in the country, making a more comprehensive statement all things being equal on Monday of next week. So today we are just addressing the specific issue of the violence and detentions, but we intend to address the broader questions of the situation in the country on Monday. So arising out of what we have said, the people who are in detention have been detained against a background of state-inspired violence. The whole idea that we now see being again choreographed in the media, that people had guns, must be dismissed, I think, at this stage with contempt. Because if there was a situation of people having guns, there should have been really a more transparent way of exposing such a matter in a politically charged environment like we had in Arua. There is absolutely no way the regime can convince Ugandans that having killed people, it's not covering its tracks by trying to plant evidence against our people. And this would be in perfect harmony with what they have been doing previously. Trumped up charges. I was charged with treason many times. I've been charged with treason twice. I've been charged with rape. So, with terrorism. I've been charged with illegal possession of guns. Myself. My wife was charged with having a pistol at home. In our home in Rosina, where I used to live. So these trumped up charges are the rule in as far as how NRM addresses opponents and in their attempt to criminalize them. So accordingly, we demand that all those persons being detained should be freed unconditionally and immediately. Certainly, that no person should be no civilian person should be charged and attempted to be tried in the military courts. Military courts are courts of service discipline. They are supposed to deal with service discipline, discipline of servicemen. They are part and parcel of the hierarchy of the military service. Now, so we have a situation here where therefore, these courts are not only formed by Mr. Museveni, like the civilian courts are, of course, but these ones are subordinate to him. They are subordinate to the commander-in-chief. They take orders. These courts, they have no protection of independence. There is no protection of independence in the military courts. And therefore, you cannot try your opponents in your courts. Even if the charges were that they had guns illegally, those cases are triable also in the civil courts. There is absolutely no reason whatsoever why somebody should be arraigned in a military court. But in this case, as I have said, the violence, the main inciter of violence is the junta, the NRM junta. It should not seek to transfer its responsibility to others. Secondly, there has been a number of reports of a worrying state of the health of these leaders that are detained. Indeed, we have seen pictures of the Honorable Zake, which show clear signs of torture. We have not seen, we don't know the condition of others. So not only should the detained leaders be released, but I think arrangements need to be made to have these leaders transferred to safe and competent facilities where their health can be attended to. Which is a matter really that is of utmost importance, considering again the circumstances under which they have been detained and the history of our country, where people are poisoned in detentions. I think they should be transferred to facilities that have the competence to investigate the actual state of their health and to manage it, here or abroad. Lastly, we are also setting up a team to help in conjunction with all those who are already actively doing some work to establish what needs to be done to achieve what I have just talked about. The freedom of all these people, the immediate freedom of all these people, and their subsequent attention to get their health back. And that we are setting up a team led by the Honorable Lord Mayor of Kampala to coordinate with those other efforts that are already going on. Now, I think, you know, part of what has gone on in Arua and in the elections that we have had, I think goes to confirm some of the things we've been saying. You know, that elections in and of themselves will not remove the military junta that we have in Uganda. This, I think, what is happening simply goes to consolidate that that point, that what we are dealing with is a military regime, is a military junta. The military junta won't be just voted out. It came in by, not by people's will. It captured people's will. It is holding people's will in captivity. But as I said, these are matters that we shall address more elaborately, more extensively on Monday, inshallah. And the second thing I think it shines a torch on is the state of parliament, where we are struggling to go. I think the powerlessness of parliament is also evident in what is going on. You know, that members of parliament, sitting members of parliament, MP-elect, can be detained and tortured, and nobody knows where they are for this long. And all parliament can do is set up a team to look around. You know, it's so it so, you know, exposes the powerlessness of parliament. You know, parliament is supposed to be the supreme organ of state, because all power belongs to the people and they exercise it through representatives. So a legislature is the supreme organ of state. That's why it oversees the executive. That's why it checks the executive. It is the supreme organ. The president is supposed to be the supreme person, but in organs, in terms of organs, the supreme organ is parliament. But you have a parliament that is attacked by the president. You know, people coming from the president's office come to parliament and beat the hell out of everybody in parliament. And Kadaga laments, says, I don't know who came and beat up my people. Mr. President, can you tell us who beat us up? And nothing has ever been heard. Whether the president replied Kadaga or didn't, nobody knows. Who beat up people who are still in hospitals? The Honorable Nambose's backs were broken. Nobody has taken responsibility for breaking their backs. Kadaga lamented to the president and it ended there. So we have these institutions that people are fighting to go to that are totally powerless. You know? And again, these are matters, therefore, that we should discuss. And we shall discuss comprehensively, hopefully, on Monday, what the country needs to do, what it is we need to do about this whole situation. We shall discuss it on Monday, God willing. So that is all that we want to address you on. Maybe the Lord Mayor may want to supplement some of the field to emphasize. emphasize or supplement some of the things that I have said. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Did you say something?
Basically on the issue of terror. The country is operating as if we have no constitution. The constitution has been subjugated and subjected to the whims of an individual. That's an absurdity. So now we are talking about liberties of people who participated in a civic exercise in Arua, who were arrested under the circumstances explained by the people's president. You arrest them in Arua, transfer them to Gulu, and then all we hear is that they are most likely going to be tried either in General Court Martial in Mpingi, where they are going to be arraigned, or they are going to be arraigned in the Gulu barracks, wherever. Certainly that is a total abrogation or violation of the Constitution, which is totally unacceptable. This calls for actions of all of us, all peace-loving Ugandans. It's a matter that calls for unified efforts, unified act. Where there is obvious transgression of the Constitution, that excessive injustice, all Ugandans are under threat. So this is not about only those who are detained, but all of us. That's the more reason we call for unity amongst all of us, the actors, the fighters, the peace-loving Ugandans. So obviously, even the trial will be a nullity in Gulu. Under the law, if you claim that somebody committed an offense, say, as they allege, that there was stoning of the president's convoy, or there was incitement to violence in Arua, there is a chief magistrate court in Arua. Arua is a totally different jurisdiction altogether. And the laws are very clear. Now with impunity, you grab these people, take them to Gulu. They are now in the Gulu. And others are in unknown detention centers. This is a situation of hopelessness, which calls for concerted efforts. And the team that has been set up by the people's government is going to address all these issues. We are going to liaise with the colleagues, wherever they are. The teams which are already in the field, we have comrades who are already matching it, because now we have to play different roles, but to achieve the same purpose. Because this is a multi-pronged struggle. Our team is going to work hand in hand with the legal teams already in place and the Committee of Parliament and others to see how to secure the liberties and freedoms of these people who are under incarceration. We have told you there is another whole set of leaders which is not even mentioned about, the Hon.Bobi Wine and others. So we don't know their whereabouts right now. There are those who have been taken to the Chief Magistrate Court in Gulu. We are already in touch with that team headed by Hon.Bobi Wine and others. Now, in Mpingi, we want to establish what is going on. So our team is going to work tirelessly to ensure that we secure the liberties of these people. But we do condemn in the strongest terms the brutality that was unleashed on the citizens of this country. And of course, the kind of trumped up charges. he has mentioned the issue of treason. All of us have faced these charges. Actually, I was representing Honorable Winfred Byanyima. In that case, I was the lawyer in 2001. You can't imagine if you read the judgment of court on that issue, that absurdity. We handled that case where a pistol was planted on her. He was in exile. The white VCA is battling to see how the family survives. Then they plant a pistol on her in the home in New Zealand. We had to battle that case all through. Then he comes back here, he's charged with treason, taken to the general court martial. We are all dumped in the same cell, charged with similar offenses. During the Kayunga riots, I was personally charged with treason, and put in the dock. No, not treason, terrorism that we cited. So these trumped-up charges are meant to suppress us, to oppress us, and also bring down our efforts. So we are not going to be deterred. We shall continue with the struggle. We thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So I guess we will have questions, but maybe before we have questions, I think it's only fitting that on behalf of all our colleagues in the people's government, that we do use this opportunity to extend our sympathy and condolences to the family of Yasin, who lost his life, and certainly to the families of those who are in detention, and to encourage them to remain strong, because that's what freeing this country entails. They all need to remain strong and to remain supportive of those who are in detention or whose situations we are yet to establish. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Then we shall take some questions. If there are no questions, oh yes.
Swali langu ni kwa Kiswahili, Mheshimiwa Dr. Besigye. Ni kuhusu hali iliyofanyika Arua na maneno yote ambayo yamefuatilia baadaye. Hali hii, ninyi kama viongozi wa upinzani mnaona kwamba labda ni nchi ambayo imekosa mwelekeo wa kisheria au nini hasa ambacho kinatokezea? Lakini pili, pia kuhusu kukamatwa kwa Robert Kyagulanyi na wengine ambao hata umetaja kwamba kuna wengine ambao hawatajwi katika nyaraka za mahakama, ilhali mnajua kwamba wamekamatwa. Hii mnafikiria inaashiria nini hasa katika nchi? Na mwisho kabisa, la tatu, ni kuhusu shambulio lililofanywa kwenye gari ya rais. Wewe kama kiongozi wa upinzani, labda mtazamo wako ni aje kuhusu hali hii? Asante.
Kwanza kabisa, hali ilivyo nchini ni kwamba nchi yenyewe imetekwa na wale ambao ni wanaomiliki uwezo wa silaha nchini mwetu. Yaani Bwana Museveni hakupata madaraka ya urais kutokana na kura ya watu, kutokana na kukubaliwa kama kiongozi na watu. Alishika madaraka akitumia nguvu ya silaha. Na hivyo basi, tangu uchaguzi uanze tena, nguvu ya silaha imekuwa inaonekana wazi ndani ya uchaguzi. Kila mahali, kila ikiwepo uchaguzi, inaonekana kama ni vita, kumetokea vita. Unaona magari ya deraya, unaona silaha za kivita, unaona askari wa kila aina wakijazana kila mahali, kama ni moja kwa moja mko ndani ya vita. Na hali hiyo haiwezi kawa ndiyo hali ya uchaguzi. Jambo la pili kuhusu uchaguzi, hasa uchaguzi kama uliokuwepo mjini Arua, ni hali inayotokana na mtu anayejichukua kuwa ni kiongozi wa nchi, kama ni rais wa nchi, na anataka aende na madaraka ya urais, lakini akienda kumfanyia campaign, kumuombea kura mwanachama cha NRM. Sasa je, anakuwa kwenye uchaguzi kama ni rais ya nchi au kama ni mwanachama mwenyekiti cha NRM? Yani ni tofauti. Ukiwa ni rais unajibika, una wajibu kwa watu wote, sio wanachama cha NRM. Unawajibika kwa nchi nzima. Ukienda kama ni rais na madaraka ya urais Arua, unakuwa ni rais wa wale wote wagombea ambao walikuwa sijui ni wangapi, 12. Unakuwa ni rais wa 12. Sasa unaweza kujaji kama rais kumpigia kampeni mmoja wao wa chama, lakini unataka madaraka uendelee na yale ya urais. Na wakati unatumia madaraka yako ya urais, unawafinya wale wengine kutotumia haki zao za kugombea. Wanafunga mabarabara kwamba rais anategemewa, sio hata anapita. Barabara zote nchini Arua zilikuwa zimefungwa tangu asubuhi, eti Museveni anategemewa. Na sasa je, wale wengine ambao wanagombea watafanya? Na hiyo ni siku ya mwisho ambayo ni lazima kila mmoja afanye kile chochote kuona kwamba message yake inawafikia wapiga kura. So namna bwana Museveni anajichukua wakati wa uchaguzi kama huu ni shida kubwa ambaye vile inatokea uwaji na shida za usalama kama tumekuwa tunaona, na ni jambo lazima nchi letu ishughulikie. Bwana Museveni akiwa anataka kujichukua ni kama ni rais, awe rais, aache kujishughulisha na kampeni za vyama. Kama anataka kwenda kama ni mwanachama, hata gari ya urais awache kule, achukue gari ya bwana Museveni, aende kama bwana Museveni, kama sisi vile tunaenda kuombea kura watu. Haweza akapata faida kwa pande zote. Haiwezekani, haikubaliki. Na matukio yake ndiyo haya. Yani, so incitement wanachozungumzia kwamba ni uchochezi, kwamba kumetokea uchochezi, ndiye mchochezi wa kwanza, ndiye inciter wa kwanza katika uchaguzi. Yani ukifunga mabarabara na kuleta askari kila mahali, unaleta shida kwa uchaguzi. So hilo jambo ni lazima lifikiriwe, na sio kwa uchaguzi peke yake, lakini hata makao makuu ya nchi, State House, kimegeuzwa kuwa ni nyumba ya NRM. Una mikutano ya chama yote inafanyika makao makuu ya nchi. Gharama inakuja kwa sisi wote, chai wanayokunywa huku, nini yote sisi ndio tunalipa gharama ya NRM. So haya mambo lazima yabadiliki, na lazima tuyachunguze kabisa kama nchi. Sasa jambo vile linalofuatana na hilo ni kwamba ukiwa umejaza na umegeuza sehemu ya uchaguzi kuwa ni sehemu ya kivita. Sasa makosa yakitokea, hakuna uwezo wa kuyamiliki kiraia. Ndiyo sababu badili ya kutumia vifaa vya kumiliki hali ya kiraia kama tiagasi na kadhalika, ni kutumia risasi tu. Hakuna matayarisho na kutegemea kwamba hii ni shida ya kiraia. So, kutokana na hayo yote, shida zilizotokea Arua, moja kwa moja serikali na Bwana Museveni wanawajibika moja kwa moja. They are directly responsible. Na haya mambo ya kusema eti usijui waliwakuta watu wengine wana silaha, hiyo hakuna mtu ambaye anaweza kukubali. Yaani kinajulikana wazi, kila wakati wanataka kumkandamiza mpinzani yeyote, wanambandika hayo mambo. Sio mara ya kwanza. Tumewekwa kesi mbalimbali za kujenga tu, na sio mara ya kwanza kusema eti tumewakuta hawa na silaha. Mimi mwenyewe nimekuwa na kesi ya illegal possession of guns, kuwa na silaha kinyume cha sheria. Mimi mwenyewe nimewekwa. Bi wangu, mke wangu aliwekwa mashtaka hayo vile, kwamba alikutwa na silaha ya aina ya pistol nyumbani, wakampeleka kwamba illegal possession of guns na mambo kadhalika. Kwa hivyo ingekuwa ni kweli kulikuwa shida kama hiyo, wangetumia hali ya kuonyesha kwa njia inayowezi kuwaletea watu kufikiria kwamba inaweze kawa kweli. Sehemu ambayo wamekuta wanahabari wote wangekuwepo na kuona ni jinsi gani yamepatikana na hali kadhalika. Lakini wao wenyewe kusema, hakuna mtu anaye kuweza kukubaliana
na kuhusu kushambulia gari la msafara wake.
Kuhusu kushambulia gari vile sijui, yani kwanza sikuwepo, siwezi kuwa na ujuzi, lakini kuna, na ndiyo sababu hata tulikuwa hatujafanya statement rasmi kuhusu hali yote, yani hatujawa na habari kamili kuhusu mambo yote yaliyotendeka. Lakini sio vile kitu cha kuamini kwamba wamesema hivi ndivyo hivyo. Na watu nadhani wameongea juu ya hiyo kwa urefu kwa media mbalimbali. Yani gari za Bwana Museveni, yani Bwana Museveni anajulikana uoga wake. Haweza kakaa kwenye gari ambaye haina bulletproof. Kila kujilinda kwake, unaona hata kuongea akiwa kwa meeting wanaleta bulletproof na kumwekea aongee nyuma ya bulletproof akiongea na wananchi wake anaweka bulletproof. Sasa kuwa na gari ambaye ina namba za official vehicle bila bulletproof, sidhani, yani ni mambo ya kuchunguza, hatuwezi kujua. Kitu muhimu ni kwamba serikali hii haiaminiki tena. It's not believable. That's the whole thing. they are now running a regime that no one can believe. They have discredited themselves over the 32 years. So the immediate thing is to suspect that they are liars until they prove otherwise.
Wow.
Ni uongo iwapo kunapatikana ushahidi wa kuonyesha tofauti, lakini mara moja tunafikiria kwamba huo ni uongo. Nadhani hiyo imemaliza. Yani I'm not going to have a Swahili press conference.
Alors,
Nilikuwa najibu swala lako.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. President. Yes, another question.